Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. For an opener, Purdy to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Ready?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big-time run by Jacobs. 33 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Here we go.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he will power his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now Watkins on the return. Play fake. Now it's Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback.
Negative yard,
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job defensively. They were all over that from the jump. Initially, I thought he was going to break away and pick up something positive, but at the end of it all, he ended up going backwards.
He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Third down. Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down coming up. They're going. Here's Purdy. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Purdy going to put it up again. That's caught by McCaffrey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the air is Purdy. And this one is caught with momentum. That'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
Will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Purdy. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Ready. Get cut.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go. Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up. and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here we go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
Right, 97. Set.
And they'll try it down with Jacobs. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt. But at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
To throw on first down is Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. That one good for 8 dozen, and a very quick first down. A first down throw for Purdy. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down. A good spot here, second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's first and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First and 10.
First down, 49ers.
Back to the air again is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they will get the first down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. That's hauled in at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. Now Jake Moody for the extra point.
Oh my God.
It's up and through. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece.
Jake Moody taking off for the 49ers.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Blaster, stay. Let's fight. 97. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Love to throw on first and 10. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's hard. And he will dive into the end zone. 83 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
That is just a complete disaster. We're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Here's Purdy. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Moody taking off for the 49ers.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds, not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready. Cut, cut.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Dean Winters there to bring him down.
Brings up second down.
the 44-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Come on, set, cut.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2.
2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Come in, 38. Cut.
Here it is on fourth down. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
On first and 10, it's Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Shotgun snap to Purdy. I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Oh, my God.
Throw here down the field. It will fall incomplete.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing again is Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On third down, it's Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Now Purdy. But inside the 5-yard line. What a big play on 4th and 10. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. McCaffrey. This defense bashed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. He'll find his tight end.
What the heck? Holy shit, man.
And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And
Oh my God.
that ball incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Ready up. 43 rails, 52 plus. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
3rd and 9.
Here we go. 45. What?
From the gun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. How about this? He's to the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, 30. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
No way.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
don't know why my depth chart never fucking saved, dude. I gotta do it again. I hate that shit, man. Piece of shit out there, man. I gotta do this shit every fucking time now. Fucking annoying. Oh, fuck.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Oh, the good right there.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now Wilson wants a different look. Off play action. Wilson.
Come on, bro.
Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try to run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Purdy. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Play action. Now Wilson. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And
What the
that'll be
fuck, bro?
too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
God, I got the other quarterback.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Trying for alley-oop, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now Wilson changing the play. Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
At the Niners' 43-yard line.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
14.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He has high.
Come on, bro. What the fuck is already talking a mistake out in the game? Oh my god.
For a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 42 yards. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Room here to run. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Jair Brown on the stop there.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Giants' 47.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Now Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's a give up the middle. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Wilson.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Looking deep for Jennings. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
To kick off
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Gets past one man. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Watch out! We go, boy.
Here's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? 21. Yellow. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. The ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a
Because I
giant
want
for
to throw the
3
ball.
years. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Goes to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
And the 49er first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
49ers 7.
Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Fun, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And we'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On to give, it's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of
scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And Wilson going to change things up here.
95.
Third down, here's Tracy. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Oh, a good-looking return.
Oh, you fucking cop blocker? Oh, my goodness.
A pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get set. Watch out.
And now they'll shift things around.
Yellow. Here we go. Yellow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 14-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed.
Here we go, boys.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And across the track, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll get that to his team, Theo Johnson. Still fighting through tackles. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tracy. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Outside. 18. What's up? Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Throwing, Purdy.
Oh, goodness.
They had one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Get set. Get set. Run around, shot. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
To throw is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Purdy to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Get set. Get set. 18. Yellow. 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 Yellow.
Purdy to throw. This will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yo, outside. 18. 18. High. Yellow.
Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A big play looming on 3rd down. You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around.
Get set.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. From 49 yards away, he nailed it. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. So the victory here for San Francisco. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. For an opener, Purdy to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running backs involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Purdy.
Come on, throw that shit from the crack and he's wide open, man.
The sharpest of starts on offense here in early 3rd and long.
14 on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play.
What a start for this defense, Mike. They talked all week about how important it was to win the turnover battle, and here they go. That's a big one and goes a long way towards accomplishing that goal.
At the 34-yard line.
On their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it on the ground with Sanders. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Malik Mustafa there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Pistol now for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 48-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker is back out for this kickoff. Now, Watkins on the return.
The Niners take over 1st and
10. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. Moving to his right. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's to his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Get set, get set. Here we go, here we go.
So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Back to the air is Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal. Throwing again is Purdy.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the... of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go.
Dorendo. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, throws down for a loss.
Brought down back at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 1st half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, 3rd and goal. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line. But now it's 4th down. This hot, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Let's go now.
They'll run the sneak, and he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming.
I wouldn't say that's a very conventional call on 1st and 10. I'm not exactly sure what kind of yardage they were expecting to get. Maybe surprise the defense. They got a little bit, but they got a lot of work left to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Broncos.
Get out of the gun is Milton.
Oh my
He'll
God.
look middle, and he's got his man complete. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Kill.
A shotgun snap with Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looks like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down. To the air once more is Milton. This one is caught by Turpin. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing again is Milton. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. On the handoff, this is Sanders. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Oh, my.
To the 20. And he's going to take this one in for the score. The onside kick backfires spectacularly as it's returned for a touchdown.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. To throw, it's Milton. That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now, Watkins on the return. Get across the 10. That is it. He'll be backed up to start this drive. Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, San Francisco.
First and 10. Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Purdy now on second down. Gets this one into the hands of Dewan Jennings. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. Out to his right. This one taken in downfield. It's the fullback. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Purdy gonna put it up again. Open man is Jennings. And they're gonna get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Back to the air again is Purdy. That is caught, and he's in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Right back to the fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. We'll get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
That is caught outside on the RPO. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Prescott to throw it on 4th down. That is incomplete. We couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL. on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
No. Oh, shit.
It's taken in by Jennings. And they bring him down until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Throwing the out route, Ayuk has it. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Throwing again is Purdy. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves balled.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Devontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Deputy! Cougar 19!
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Tackled back at the 33-yard line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Pistol now for Prescott. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Cowboys.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Okay, ready? Here we go, set!
They put Pickens in motion. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground.
What the fuck, dude?
Have some room inside the 30.
You gotta be kidding me,
He's
man.
going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 19-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run here. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard is going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Brings up second and 3 at the 12-yard line.
Here comes second down.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll stick to the ground. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. And stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, third down. They'll drop the throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And the tackle is made at about the 6.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Now, second and goal. He'll run.
Whip him.
And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down.
70, hot 70.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up fourth and goal. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to win the game. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So, it's a win for the Cowboys. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.
Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree.
Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, my God.
Just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Parsons.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Left side here to Sanders. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Prescott now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Purdy looking to throw.
No way, bro.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. A give running left now to Rindo. And he is going to lose yardage here. So here's a 3rd and 14. Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy.
Oh.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted.
I'm done.